The UN Security Council has called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza after the US did not veto the measure in a shift from its previous position. It also demanded the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. Meanwhile, Israel has said that there is no moral right to stop the war in Gaza until we return all the hostages home. It is the first time that the Council has called for a ceasefire since the war began in October after several failed attempts. The US decision to abstain on the vote prompted Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to cancel a scheduled trip to the United States by two of his top advisors. Two Israeli officials have gone on to say so that trip to Washington DC has been cancelled. The US had previously vetoed similar resolutions calling for a ceasefire, drawing unusual applause in the often staid Security Council. All 14 other members voted in favor of the resolution which demands ceasefire for the ongoing Islamic month of, this is the holy month of Ramadan.
אין לנו זכות מוסרית לעצור את המלחמה בעזה עד אשר נחזיר את כל החטופים אל ביתם. אם לא נשיג הכרעה ברורה ומוחלטת בעזה, זה עלול לקרב מלחמה מצפון.
We also have my colleague Vishal joining us. Vishal, quite a shift when it comes to the stand that the United States has taken in almost 6 months. This is the first time that they have managed to abstain and not veto against that resolution.
That's right, Divya. This is the first time they've done that. In terms of the war, the 6-month-old war, it is a big development. But what remains to be seen is whether Israel or Hamas, they will pay heed to UN's words. Israeli Defense Minister has already said that Israel won't stop the war unless all the hostages are freed. He's on a visit to the US. While at the same time, there was a big delegation from Israel that was supposed to go to the US to handle the situation. Immediately after the UNSC's resolution was passed, Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister, he went out and said that the delegation's visit to the US has been cancelled. So fresh new lows in the Israel-US relations, which had been affected in the recent past in the last 2-3 months. So it remains to be seen how this will hit the ground. UNSC resolutions, as far as they are concerned, they are sort of international law. They are legally binding, but UN does not really have the enforcement to enforce the law, so that remains to be seen.